Now for an exclusive 5 on Your Side investigation. Accused rapists evading justice.
I'm begging you to protect society against a sexual predator.
Our 5 on Your Side investigators found dozens of accused rapists who've managed to keep their names off the sex offender registry.
That's right. And 5 on Your Side investigator Sarah Buttison has been poring over the court records for 6 months to break this story for you tonight. She's here with us in the studio now with the results of her investigation. And Sarah, our team went over hundreds of cases for this story.
We did. 5 on Your Side investigators spent months reviewing every rape case in Cuyahoga County over a 3-year period. In more than 100 cases, accused rapists avoided the sex offender registry, leaving victims like Elisa, whose story you're about to hear, seeking their own path to justice.
I've become more reclusive.
The anxiety.
My doors are locked. They have screeching alarms.
The fear.
I have a little side table right by my door that I move in front of the door so it can't be opened.
The pain.
So, yeah.
Still there.
There's an impact. So there's no question about it.
Even a sense of justice.
That's provided a lot of relief.
Can't make it go away.
It's been a hard road getting here.
The night 1 year ago.
It was very hot and humid.
The night Elisa Alfaro was raped.
He was my neighbor.
Charles Cross was a married senior citizen.
Very kind, took care of the front steps, would help me up the stairs when they were icy in the winter.
She trusted him.
I had cracked my foot, so Charles started walking my dogs twice a day.
So she left her door unlocked on a muggy May night.
I woke up to him groping me.
Stunned.
You think you know what you're going to do when it happens, but then you're frozen.
She pretended to be asleep.
It's that silent scream. You just choke on it right there in your throat. So I laid there.
She called the cops, got a rape kit, and pressed charges.
I wanted to hear guilty.
But to hear that,
I did get that.
She made a compromise involving the truth. You worked the system.
I certainly did. I had to. I had to.
It's the antithesis of what we're supposed to be doing. This is criminal case number 17-.
For years, Cuyahoga County Judge Michael Donnelly has sounded the alarm about factually baseless plea bargains.
A lot of times I fear in our system, the cart goes before the horse and people just focus on consequences.
He says defendants end up admitting they're guilty, but to crimes they didn't commit. Take 38-year-old LeVar Overton. Accused of rape in 2014, he pled to attempted felonious assault and was sentenced to only community control.
I think the first order of business, and I think the public would expect, is, hey, what's the truth? What happened?
So how often do defendants cut factually challenged deals? 5 on Your Side investigators spent months digging through every rape case filed in Cuyahoga County over a 3-year period. We found about 1 out of 5 accused rapists pled guilty to crimes completely unrelated to sexual assault. Matthew Exum pled guilty to attempted abduction. Myron Johnson pled guilty to attempted kidnapping.
My concern from a public safety perspective is that, you know, the opportunity to hold someone accountable was missed.
Remember LeVar Overton? He was charged with rape again last year. The deals aren't just dishonest. They allow criminals to evade an important system meant to keep the public safe. The sex offender registry. How surprised are you?
I'm not surprised at all.
Teresa Stafford is in charge of services for survivors at the Cleveland Rape Crisis Center.
You know, it can have multiple impacts depending on the survivor.
For some, the plea deals,
some survivors felt that they didn't receive validation,
are devastating.
It minimizes their abuse and their experience.
All right, and from the defense?
Frustrated, Donnelly led an effort to change Ohio's rules.
It's really modest when you think about it.
Like he's done for years, judges would have to ask in open court how a plea deal relates to the original charge.
There's going to be a discussion on the record. What are the facts that, if true, support what this person is going to be admitting to.
But in 2016, the Ohio Supreme Court rejected the idea 4-2 with no explanation after some prosecutors and defense attorneys campaigned against it.
There really is no guidance under the law right now that guides judges in the proper discretion of whether to accept a plea or not accept a plea.
That said, we also found most plea deals related to rape charges require defendants to register as sex offenders. And even when they don't, defendants can end up on the registry.
I'm begging you to protect society against a sexual predator.
That's what happened in Elisa's case.
He is the worst kind of monster.
As part of his plea deal, Charles Cross is required to register as a sex offender. But the crime he admitted to was attempted rape.
I feel the validation in me, so I'm okay with that.
Court further finds that these allegations were made by the defendant's neighbor.
In court,
Please let me be very clear
she told
that although he pled guilty to attempted rape, he was successful.
her truth.
I feel like I protected other people because he's gone for 16 years.
The judge handed down the maximum sentence.
We're all a little bit safer. I was one of the lucky ones that I got a lengthy term for him. It's validation. I'm one of the lucky ones. It should be that way.
Charles Cross is now in prison, serving his sentence at Belmont Correctional Institution in St. Clairsville, Ohio. I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Sarah Buttison.